Today's pre-workout, ESP Extreme Fruit Punch. Mixing that Evian water. Let's get it. Alright guys, so this was a workout from a few days ago. My program had ended 2 days prior to this workout, but I didn't feel like my central nervous system had been taxed quite enough, so I added a couple days to the end of my program where I was just hitting a bunch of drop sets on a lot of my compound lifts and then just kind of throwing in a few accessories. On this workout in particular, I ended up doing a little bit of full body because it was the last day I was going to be working out before I started my deload. So I ended up hitting a little bit of chest, back, and legs. But anyway, the point of this video is I wanted to talk a little bit about powerlifting versus bodybuilding, because a lot of people think that like you're either a powerlifter or you're a bodybuilder, and like really that shouldn't be how it is, because you can make gains by powerlifting. Like powerlifters don't just come in and like hit 3 sets of 3 on the deadlift, squat and bench, and then leave and then like not make any gains. Like it's not how it works. Like by consistently moving up in weight as a natural, you will make gains from doing that. And a lot of people just come in and they'll hit their accessories, they'll hit their 3 sets of 8 on 15 different accessory movements, and yeah, you're gonna make a little bit of gains for a little while, but in the long run, that's really not where you're gonna see a lot of progress. Where you're gonna see the most progress is coming in and hitting your powerlifter type movements like the squat, bench, or deadlift, and doing progressive overload in those lifts, trying to get stronger every few weeks or so in that lift. And once you do your compound lift like the squat, the bench, or the deadlift, then you go on to do your accessories. But you always do the compound movements first. Like here you see me, I did the incline bench, and then I did the flat dumbbell, and now I'm doing the overhead shoulder press, and then I'm gonna go into my more accessory type work. So that way I'm kind of getting the best of both worlds by coming in and hitting my compound lifts, training, that power lifter type style, and then going into my accessory work, doing like more of what a bodybuilder would do. So really, I'm kind of getting the best of both worlds by doing the powerlifting and then going on and doing my accessory type exercises. By the way, shout out to my homie Eric. He's the one in the black shirt. He's absolutely massive. You guys will probably be seeing a little bit of him on this channel later in some workout video. But anyway, I see a lot of people coming into the gym and they don't want to do compound movements like the squat, the bench, and the deadlift. And I really don't understand that. It's like, what are you gonna do? Do the shoulder raises and try to progress on that to where you can do 25-pound dumbbells for shoulder raises? Like, that's not optimal. That's not an optimal way to train, in my opinion. Because if you aren't trying to progress on the bigger muscle groups in the long run, you're not going to make as many gains as you could be as if you were trying to progress on things like the squat, the bench, and the deadlift. And most people will try to like make excuses for why they can't do these certain things. Like nobody wants to squat. There's nobody in the gym that I see that actually wants to squat. Maybe like 2 or 3 people, including myself. But they're always saying that they have like this problem with this, or maybe their knee doesn't go the way it's supposed to go, or their back doesn't work right when they squat. Like, that's a mobility issue. Those movements were designed to be optimal for moving weight. If you have trouble doing one of those big 3 movements, that's because you don't have the mobility to do them, or you're not doing them right. And I do plan on making videos explaining how to do the big 3 movements more optimally to help people progress in weight. Because most people don't actually know how to do those lifts, not properly anyway, and I feel like it's a very important thing to know how to do them properly before you go into them, because they can be dangerous. Especially with the deadlift and the squat, you can really hurt your back in a lot of different ways. And I feel like a lot of people mess up those 2 lifts quite a bit, And really, like, the squat, a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions on how the squat form should be, and like, is your knee supposed to go over your toes? Like, are your toes supposed to be pointed out? And there's like a lot of different people saying a lot of different things about what is the right squat form. So I'm gonna make a video going over like what I think is the most optimal squat form. Oh, by the way, that post. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. I really just wanted to cover a lot about bodybuilding and powerlifting and how they can both be used to make the most optimal amount of gains. I'm going to be putting out a lot more content here pretty soon. My next video is actually going to be probably about deloads. It might be another boring one, but after that, I should be coming out with some more interesting things, hopefully. So stick around and subscribe.